Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with the power angle. What I'm going to show you with the power angle is we're going to go through some key positions in the golf swing. And with the power angle, it has references to monitor to make sure we're doing the correct movement in the golf swing. Okay? So let's go ahead and start with the grip. Now the power angle is equipped with a training grip. Very easy to put your hands on the golf club. First thing we want to do is put our left hand on the training grip of the power angle here. You'll notice that my thumb is over on the right side of this back V here. I'll take my right hand, put it on, whether I'm using an overlap, interlocking, or a baseball grip. I want to make sure that my thumb on my right hand is over on the left side of this training grip here. Once I have my hands on the training grip of the power angle, what I'm going to do is I got my feet about shoulder width here. I'm going to stand up tall first to kind of get some really good posture going here. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow our hips to bend just slightly. We're going to keep our knees locked out, and from this position here we're just going to unlock the knees. You're going to feel your weight evenly distributed here. We don't want to be too far out over our toes, too far back on the heels. And from there we want to set up like we have a driver in our hand. So we want to keep the chest tall here. We don't want to get slouched over into a non-athletic posture. Okay? So once we get set up and feeling good with that position right there, our setup position, we're going to head into our first move of the power angle, and that's going to be the takeaway. Now the takeaway, we're going to monitor it with this reference arrow right here. I'm going to show it to you at a couple different angles so you can see exactly what's going on. But the first move is basically allowing the upper body to rotate to the right, and we're not going to allow any wrist hinge or any bending of the arms. We're just strictly going to rotate our upper body to the right, and as we do that, we're going to see that this reference arrow right here is going to be parallel or pointing away from our target line. Now our target line would be this line right here in front of us where the ball would be on. So when I get to that position, you're going to see that this will be parallel to the target line. Now let me go ahead and show it to you from this angle right here. Same thing. I want to focus on some good posture. Again, chest up, get set in. Again, rotating to the right until this reference arrow is parallel to my target line. That's all there is to an on-plane takeaway. Once we reach the takeaway position, what we're going to do is we're going to carry on to the top of the backswing with the power angle. Again, set up, good posture. Let's go ahead and take it to the takeaway here. Parallel to my target line. Now from here, this is a really confusing area on how to cock the wrists and get this power angle up on the right bicep of the arm here. So what we're going to do, let me take it from the start here. Rotate to the right. I have my parallel to the target line. I'm going to start hinging my left wrist up or cocking it up. And from here, as I'm doing this, I'm going to maintain my upper body rotation, which is going to place this reference arrow right here on the back side of the upper part of the arm. Now this reference arrow can rest anywhere between the shoulder joint and the elbow joint to be in a good position, and it varies with each individual that uses the power angle. Let me show you from this angle right here. Set up, takeaway. We're going to hinge this up, place it right there. You'll notice that this puts you in an on-plane backswing with a correct spine angle. Into this grip is going to point right at our target line. Very important. We don't want to get over in this position here with the right elbow up, or we don't want to get way over here where it's shooting out that way either. So again, from the start here, we set up, takeaway, parallel to our target line, hinge this up as I turn, arrive at the top of the backswing with an on-plane condition. We have complete width without any tension. Let me show it to you one more time from this angle over here. Again, always work on your posture. It's very important. You get settled in, good position to start from. Takeaway, top of the backswing. You'll notice that I have a lot of width here, but I don't have any tension in my arm. It just pretty much just hangs right here, right there. All right, one more time. Set up, takeaway, top of the backswing. Now that we've arrived at the top of the backswing, we need to work on the transition move. And that's the move starting the downswing, getting the club into the slot, maintaining it on plane, and preparing for the hit. Okay? So let's start from the beginning here. Got our setup, takeaway, parallel to our target line, hinge it up, on plane. Now from here, as we start our downswing, we're going to allow the right shoulder to start working down slightly. You're going to feel the left side move over, just bump over just slightly. And as we do that, you're going to notice that this is going to work right down that plane line. Right to about there. That's a transition position. From there, we're ready to hit the golf ball. So let's go through that again. Let me show it to you from this angle here. Set up. Takeaway. Parallel to our target line. Top of the backswing. We're on plane. And here we go. We're going to work into the transition. Right there. And that's as far as you want to go with the power angle. We do have some advanced positions as far as impact, follow through, and finish, but you want to use power angle basically for building your backswing structure to your downswing transition. If you want to work on the further fundamentals of the golf swing, we recommend really going to the pure swing, which I'm going to show to you next. But I'll just give you the rundown of all the steps so you can see exactly what's going on with the power angle if you do choose to go through all these positions. So we go ahead and start from our setup position. Takeaway, parallel to target line. Top of the backswing, pointing on plane here. Notice that when I do my transition, that this upper arm support is going to stay in contact with my arm. I'm not going to release it early here. I'm going to get to the top of the backswing, shift down to the transition. Now from this point here, this is going to release off my right arm as I go through impact to the follow through, and you'll see that this arrow will be at a 90 degree to our target line. Let's try that one more time. From the top of the backswing here, let's get set in. We're going to go down to the transition, and we're going to release it through impact to the follow-through position. Okay, once we get to the follow-through position, we're going to carry on up into the finish. And I'm going to show it to you from this angle so you can see it a little bit better here. I'm going to go ahead and just pose my follow-through position right here. Now from my follow-through, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hinge that left wrist up again. And as I do that, I'm going to continue my body rotation all the way up until I go into a straight bounce finish. Now what you're going to notice is this reference bar is going to go around the back side of my left arm and rest somewhere in my left shoulder area here on my back. So let's try it again. Pose that follow through position, start hinging it up all the way to a straight bounce finish. So those are the extra steps that you can work on with the power angle. And what you're going to find out in motor skill learning, if we can start from the setup, go all the way to the top of the backswing and be correct, and into our transition, that's all we can do. From there on, it's dynamic training.